to stop it from doing that. But hello, everyone. It's Monday night. It's slightly closer to our usual stream because we had one on Friday. So you're getting a double dose within about 3 or 4 days. So we apologise, first of all. Yeah, really excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody's doing. Well, exactly what they'll do when they get into Goldenfield. As you might have noticed, we don't have Josh tonight. He had a very, very last minute conflict, so he couldn't make it tonight. But he'll be in field mouse form, and I'm sure he will not get horribly crushed if Derek ever falls over and crushes him to death.
I'll try not to.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it. But yeah, so yeah, we're ready to rock and roll pretty much. A little bit of what happened last week. It felt like a fever dream. I'm pretty sure everyone else can agree. Yeah, you landed just outside of Goldenfield in between like a banana plantation. There were coconuts there, etc. The stream before that, you decided, we'll just go and chat to some locals, see if they know what the lie of the land is, and we'll sneak us in. Last session, you got to know the Patio family very, very well. There was Drumsk Patio and his dear wife, Portentia, and Crispin Patio, their son. Two of you transformed into bananas. One of you is a field mouse. The two humanoid representatives, there was Derek, the potato farmer, and an entity only known as the Banana Mystic, went in to kind of schmooze the family, and things went from interesting to surreal to terrifying in that many stages, to a point where the Banana Mystic decided to show the family what a true banana was by ending the polymorph on Aya, who jumped out of a banana form into a terrifying... feedback there. So I just heard myself on really.
Voice too.
It's feeding back through someone, but I think everything's fine now. Cool. Yeah, so it was Aya transforming from a banana into herself and then reciting scripture from the Thropire. And then really the family got super freaked out when Chad, in his true form, burst out of their house wearing their dad's clothes and and screaming nonsense, really, because he wasn't too sure what was happening, causing the family to run away as he threw an axe at them. Fortunately, Pip jumped over, put them all to sleep, and then you tied them all up and pretended nothing ever happened. Assume their faces, and that's where we'll join the crew. So we have Derek and the Banana Mystic on the bench of the cart that's being drawn by a beast of burden. I believe underneath the straw hat of Drumsk, which currently Mike is pretending to be. Nestled in there amongst his orcish hair are two bananas. That would be Aya and Parter. No, not Parter. Aya and Chad. And then Parter is a small field mouse secreted about somebody's person somewhere. Yet to be described. And you are trundling up the kind of limestone-ridden sandy pathway that is a switchback that goes from the banana plantation that's somewhat seaside adjacent up a natural incline and towards the southwest gate of Goldenfield, which you knew from the air when you landed. All the gates are currently sealed, meaning they have the portcullis down, and some of them even have the giant oaken doors closed as well. This one's a slightly smaller gate, is positioned on this side mostly for access to the sea and access to the local farming community, which provides the rest of Goldenfield with local produce. But as you trundle up on your cart, you do indeed see two individuals wearing full plate armor, which is fairly intricate. They are highly polished, very, very well made, and have intricate patterns on them, but not so much as to make the armor itself impractical. It's just a very, very high quality. So you know that these people have at least money and means to fully equip all of even their gate guards with full plate mail, or full plate armor, I should say. And they're there. They have even have helmets on with blue and white plumages and a matching navy cape. And as I said, standing either side of the portcullis. They obviously clock you coming up the switchback. So one of them does approach forward and sort of stands there in the middle of the road, waiting for your caravan to approach. So it's over to, I guess at this point, Drumshk and the Banana Mystic.
I think it's all you, Drumsk.
We carry on up to them.
Okay.
Assuming our position that this is what we do on a weekly basis.
Sure. The guard individual puts her hand up for you to stop and asks you, "What is your business?"
I bring bananas.
Nods and says, "What is your name?"
Mr. Patio.
Looks over to the other guard who has gotten off of the stool where she was sitting and went over to the guards. There is just a door in the wall which is open, which is basically the guard tower that's built into the very wall itself. She comes back out with what looks to be like a clipboard and a piece of paper on it, scans down the list, taps something on it, and then just gives a nod over to their colleague who goes, "Very well. Can you roll for me, Mr. Patio, a persuasion check?"
I should have saying that to him then. Like, you can't tell us.
Yeah.
I got 11, but I'm going to use luck to roll again.
Okay.
Come on. 18.
18. They kind of look over the cart a little bit and then at your colleague. And for a brief moment, you believe that they might start searching the cart.
They're gonna find the bananas.
Not my
Find all
hat.
the bananas.
Not my hat.
But it is a warm summer's day, and they're wearing full plate, and the shade looks particularly inviting to them. And you assume that this has been a fairly regular visit for them, even though that it wouldn't be the same guard every single time. They know by now that this individual comes and goes with regular supplies of bananas, and there's not really anywhere for them to hide. There's not like barrels where you put bananas in, so there's not really anywhere for you to hide. So a very, very cursory look around the cart, and they wave you on.
Okay, before we go, can I leave 2 bowls of refreshing chilled banana soup for them?
As if
And
hot
so,
banana soup wasn't bad enough.
Gazpacho.
Cool. Yeah, gazpacho banana soup. Which I guess at this point is just banana puree.
Yeah. It's hot outside. This is from the
true.
old ball and chain.
Yeah. Wow. She tentatively accepts your offerings of half a coconut shell full with cold banana mush.
I should have given them banana milkshake. It's too late.
Much nicer.
I'll be right back. 30 minutes. Yeah. So she just kind of nods to you. So, well, you may enter. Just very awkwardly standing there with in 2 gauntleted hands, just half a coconut filled with mashed chilled banana.
Nice. We carry on.
Okay.
Nailed
The
it.
portcullis starts to rattle as it is on a chain which is being yanked up into the wall itself. As it rises, it allows you entry into Golden Field proper.
What are we doing here again?
I assume you ask when you're out of earshot from the.
Yeah. Drumsk.
The elf lady said that those Imperiatrix that were after us in the university place had moved here, potentially made up a load of stuff or not, but either way had force their way into power here, and they might have artifacts that are like my artifacts, which might help us fight the demon army, maybe. Right?
Okay. So we're trying to get something.
I believe
And
so.
kill the baddies and get the stuff that belongs to Aya.
Okay.
Maybe.
What order do we do this, guys?
Simple as that.
What can we see?
Well, as you enter Goldenfield proper, it is a vast city in of itself. It is not as sprawling as Sutton Shore is. Sutton Shore is certainly kind of spread out a lot across the coast, and so there are, even inside Sutton Shore, remnants of old city walls that have been slowly overtaken by the populace, and then new walls have been built around that. And there are distinct districts. The only thing that stopped it from really spreading anymore is the cliff face. So they're built into that. But it is a very metropolitan, very spread out, very, I'd say pretty eclectic kind of town. But this city here is very regimented. Like, it doesn't look like it's changed in hundreds, if not 1,000 years. It has been purpose-built to enclose the exact amount of residencies and commercial venues and shops and places for worship and entertainment and trade, and it's hasn't really gone past its own city walls in a long time. But this has resulted, because population naturally expands, that they've gone vertical with a lot of their buildings as well. Unlike Sutton Shore, which is quite low with the odd tower and spire and structure here and there, Goldenfield, especially towards the centre of it, has a lot of high-rise stone buildings made of the same kind of yellow and orange limestone and sandstone that makes up a lot of the coast as well. So it's very bright, very reflective city as well, in oranges and yellows as the suns hit it, as it's about in the afternoon at this point. So it's very warm. We sort of hit the peak of the day, although we are going into autumn. So it's still a relatively cool kind of 16, 17 degrees as you rock in. Really, the streets you see in front of you are, unlike a lot of Sutton Shores, which are planks towards the dock area, and then it kind of transitions into a lot of cobblestones. Here, they actually have used like the blocks of sandstone and limestone where they can traverse across. So it's very, very even. It's not like you're not getting bounced around on cobblestones like you would do in Sutton Shore. In front of you, you see a split in the road that goes left or right. There are what you assume residences and shops, etc., that are here. But there's no one on the streets. And the shops are not open. Everything's kind of closed down in a kind of locked environment.
Creepy.
It is. For a place of this size, it is very, very creepy. You think this place could probably hold 80,000, 90,000 residents?
Wow.
And we can't see one person.
Not since you've come in and started your brief journey into the town proper. No.
Can we hear anything?
Yeah.
You can all roll a perception check.
Were there bananas?
Bananas?
Even as bananas can perceive. I don't know. They shouldn't do, but they go on.
17.
17 is good.
5 probably makes narrative sense.
That does, yeah. Being inside a hat and a banana.
14.
14.
Banana ears.
Well, I rolled an 18. No, I rolled a 14.
Yeah.
My perception is +9.
Wow. So that's 23.
This banana stick knows a lot.
It certainly does. Deceives all with her banana vision. Yeah, was it 18 you got, Mike?
17.
17. You can still hear seagulls from where you are as well. There's the occasional like creature, like an animal that will like skitter from house to shop, like a rat or similar. As for people, you don't really see anyone or anything, though you do feel like if it's going to be anywhere, it would be in the main keep, which is at the kind of the rear of the city on the highest cliff face that overlooks the sea itself. And you can see it from here. It is a proper keep. It's square built. and it has very high, very thick walls with crenellations across the top, like castle teeth. And you suspect if there's going to be anywhere, and from what you remember as well, Zoe, the elf that you met, mentioned that the chief Imperatrix has set up shop up there as well. The Banana Mystic, with a roll of 23, you do see to your down the left-hand fork of the road, you just catch a glimpse of somebody in armor similar to the guard armor that you were introduced to outside the gates, off down that left-hand side. Do you think there's probably another guard person or persons down there? But they're quite far away. You don't believe they've seen you yet. You just happen to catch a glint of their plate mail in the sunshine.
Are they like patrolling or are they like hiding?
You don't think they're hiding,
Okay.
but you're not entirely sure if they're patrolling either. They seem relatively stationary.
Is there a natural destination for a cart full of bananas?
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm like, where
Yeah.
would he take bananas to then sell them?
Well, I'm assuming he's probably not selling them. He's probably taking them to the keep to like keep them fed. Like to the kitchens or something. Because there's no one to buy anything here, right?
Yeah, he's not like selling them.
Yeah. So do we want to head to the keep? Or do we want to have
Are there any like road signs?
40 that way.
Keep this way or bananas?
Bananas this way. We need bananas this way.
Banana crescent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just there's a picture of a mouth and then a finger pointing into the mouth and then a banana next to that.
That would be helpful. That's all.
Yeah. There are signpostings. Yes. You see signpostings for like the military academy, for a few of the different places of worship here. A sign for the keep, but you can see that from here. A sign for basically kind of everything that has, as you're going down the city, down the streets, pretty much everything that you could imagine needing directions to in the city, eventually you will come across directions for. So anything big, you could definitely eventually come across.
Should we head to the keep as like a starting point?
Yeah. Do we just head there? Are we going to have I mean, do we ever have a plan?
We don't really need to sneak around, right? Like they let us in. We've got banana smoothies to buy them off if we need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have a reason to be in the keep, but then do we have a reason to go further than that?
Well, maybe we start sneaking around once we get to the keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the most dangerous spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just head straight to danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
Fast
I'll do
forward
that.
to danger.
Yeah.
I'll put this down. Okay, as you trundle along, it takes you towards where you spotted that individual that was kind of waiting at the side of the road.
Mhm.
And as you do, again, similarly in full plate as well, similar to the guards person that you see outside. This time they have their helmet off and kind of on a... so they're sitting outside what probably used to be a small stall built into someone's house. It has an awning over the top in yellow and red. And there are a couple of stools and a table sitting outside. They're currently sat on the table with their helmet on the table itself. Now you can see their features. You know this to be they're of elven heritage and female. And in fact, so far, the three guards you've met, you imagine the two on the outside, from what you can tell from their features and their voice and their height, were elves. This also seems to be a female elf. So far, you've only seen female elves as part of this Imperatrix. As she sees you approach, she kind of puts down her drink and stands up and walks out to greet you. Ho there!
Hello, friend. How's it going on this hot autumn summer day?
It's
Season's
both hot
this,
and autumn. But well,
We're just heading on our way through town. Can I interest you in a refreshing drink? I've got a couple of options.
roll an insight check for me, please, Mike.
Good.
And the mystic, you can do this as well.
I rolled a 2.
12.
Plus 5.
Okay, 9. Neither of you pick too much up from this person's body language and their speak. But she says, right. Okay, absolutely.
Sounds suspicious.
Great. I've got, wait for it, banana smoothie, banana milkshake, banana gazpacho. I've also got some vodka in my bag.
She kind of looks
Take
over
your
towards.
pick.
Yeah, she kind of looks over towards the banana mystic, and then back to you and goes, "Where's Portentia?"
Oh, she's at home looking after Crispin. He's feeling a bit under the weather.
Ah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Smooth.
Can you roll a deception check for me, please?
It took everything to remember the son's name.
Oh, that's really good. You did really well. I was going to give you disadvantage if you fumbled anything there.
Oh no. 12.
12. She kind of narrows her eyes a little bit at that. Just, Well, sorry to hear of Crispin's ill
It
health.
doesn't sound sorry.
Trumps. I'll take that vodka. Do you have vodka?
I do. It's in my bag. Of course, Mike has got vodka. Of course, Mike's
Okay,
got
cool.
vodka.
All right.
You do regularly steal from everyone.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
acquire.
Acquire. Yeah, it's acquiring goods for your own franchise.
Yeah.
So she takes the vodka from you and uncorks it. Oh no, I can do the actual sound effect. Hold on. There you go. And sort of sniffs it and looks up to you and says, "Didn't take you for much of a drinker, Trumps."
Not, but there were some shifty fellows hanging about recently, and one of them said that he was a potato farmer. And correct me if I'm wrong, is vodka made out of potatoes?
I have no idea.
It can be, or grain.
And so he gave us some vodka while he traded some for some bananas. Hence why I have this vodka.
It all adds up.
Yeah. She just she puts the cap back on, and then just hands it back to you. She
Did
hasn't
she
drunk
drink any
anything.
of it?
No, she
Oh.
didn't drink anything.
Oh,
And she just says, "Okay, well, you know where you're going."
I do.
She and then she stands to one side, but doesn't go and sit down, but does put her hand on her helmet on the table.
Why doesn't she like us?
Do elves like not eat or something? Is that a?
You're
known
not
thing?
sure. You didn't roll high enough on your insight to figure out what was
Well,
going
I
on.
was stuck in the hat, so.
Yeah, you were. You're very much a banana in a hat.
Maybe we went to know that she had like an alcohol problem or like a stomach thing, and then she's like, "You would have known that if you were the man."
Trumps.
Drunks.
As we go past, I'm just going to say the bananas wish you good health.
She curtly nods at you, Pip, as you trundle along. Can both of you roll a perception check?
What have we done? What are we missing?
Unfortunately, the bananas can't do it because it is not relied on sound at this point.
Fine with killing.
I've been nothing.
I rolled a 19 plus
Oh,
9.
nice. 28.
I
What
was
did
like, hang on,
Trump?
Nothing but
is a miss
hospitable.
here.
10.
You're more preoccupied with sort of navigating this lithe beast of burden through the streets. So you're just like, well, escaped that interaction. But the mystic, you decide to, at the most opportune second, to turn around and look back at the guard person or the soldier that you've just gone past. and you see that she's raised a smooth stone that's got a rune carved into it
A stony
up,
Tony.
up to her, and she's talking into it. You're
wow.
already too far away. She's waiting for
Oh.
you to get out of voice range for you to hear what she's saying. But she's looking at you, and with a 28, you're like, oh, she's definitely talking about us to Stony Tony.
Bitching about us already. We've been there. It was so nice to her.
You see, nothing but hospitable, okay?
Yeah. Offered us
But you don't
food.
know. That might just be like, oh, the banana farmers are here. Open up the gate. Could be
Oh,
that.
really, Tim? Is that what she's saying?
You're not
I
sure.
think we all know. Talking shit about us.
Okay, well, with that knowledge, do we want to keep going or do we want to
Yeah.
hide and find a
Double
new
down. Double down.
double down on the banana?
Yeah, why
Let's
not?
keep going. They think there's just two of us.
Yeah, that's so true. They don't know there's bananas in your hat.
There's bananas in the car, but not, they don't know about the hat.
They're all coming together.
Oh, Annie, did you take the banana peel out of your car?
Okay, I did this morning. Thank you.
Hey,
guys.
there you go. You're welcome.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't think
Days
that
later.
interaction was on stream, though. I think you need to give
Oh,
context. Why you
okay,
just-
that was. Oh, yeah, that might not have been on. People might not know what I was talking about. There.
The amount of shit we gave you for that banana peel to just immediately all forget about it.
Yeah, I
One
actually
thing-
remember today. I was like, oh, it's too late.
I asked you one thing. If you messaged me today, I would have it would have helped.
Should have done
It's
that.
okay.
I was like, oh, it's too late now. She's gonna be mad at
It
me.
wasn't.
Anyway, so you trundle down the road in your banana cart with your bananas surrounding you, wearing bananas. You're very banana themed with your banana mystic next to you. Where have you deviated from the course, or is your destination still going to be the keep?
I think there's still the keep.
I think still the key,
Still
but
the
I think we just got to be on high alert now.
Yeah.
No
Makes
more offering vodka.
Yeah.
No more offering vodka.
No more vodka offerings, apparently. I need to get. Oh, there it is. I was looking all the way through my notes, and I was like, oh, it's the actual note that's just stuffed in. That's in here. Good little map. So you've gone up the north gate. So you are going up here. All right. You pass things like there's an inn here as well, which actually is open. And you can see evidence that probably there's like carts and supplies all like piled up in front of the inn, not so it's blocking the doorway, but it's been dumped here, and it looks like supplies like crates and stuff. You imagine this is probably somewhere where a lot of the local patrol officers are sleeping. They've taken one of the inns as their own and are using it as like a type of barracks. So you see like carts that would have been transporting them nestled to one side, and supplies they would need on the road as well.
Does
Here,
that include fruit and vegetable?
there's more like sacks of non-perishable goods here, like your grains and your rice and stuff like that.
Rival fans.
Rival farms. Okay.
Indeed. No, it doesn't look like there's any fresh produce here. This all looks like stuff that they've probably brought along with them that's non-perishable that they've been eating on the road.
That's what happens when I get kicked out.
Yeah, you carry on north, and you go over a river as well, which goes from somewhere in a like probably it's like a mountain stream. It's further up the coast, goes past here and then joins the coast a little bit further down the probably somewhere near some of the more arable lands near the banana plantation probably. You can't really see where it goes because of the high walls here. As you get to a crossroads, you do notice a sign that says the Risque Maison to your left, and then you can see the keep up ahead in front of you. As you look over at the Risque Maison, it is it looks like it's been attacked by something, like the doors off of its hinge, and some of the windows are boarded up, and there's like glass surrounding some of the windows as well, and there's even a hole in the roof.
Is there any activity? Is it just that the building got dead?
Yes, in fact, there you can see there is a couple of patrol people like going up and down that road, sort of near it, one station nearby.
Is that the only building that looks like it's been attacked?
So far, yeah.
Just a quick question: with like the artifacts that we're looking for,
Yes.
is that we think they're in the main keep?
You were told that it is on the person of who is the leader of the Imperial Agencies.
That's not very handy.
Feels like she'll be pretty.
They're on the leader.
Yes.
We should wait until they have a shower and then.
Great idea. We should cover them in banana cold soup, and then be like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
Oh, what?
Or we have a banana bath for you. It's very cleansing. Get on in.
Get in
It's
there.
like a body mask.
it's
Like,
been proven to like
Yeah.
completely, yeah, it's really good for your skin.
yeah.
How could that
now
possibly go badly?
now we need to find out who they are.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the one person that we talked to and approached, nobody else is giving us eyes or like.
There's not
Yeah,
a lot
Tony,
of
Tony.
people. I mean,
said
You are
that
kind of-
this is on patrol, right?
yeah, you are going past people that are on patrol, but a lot of the main forces are on their walls themselves, like patrolling, because you saw them when you were coming in as an eagle.
Okay.
So you've got all the trebuchets, the ballista, etc., all stationed on these like equidistant kind of platforms. They're on top of the walls themselves, and that's where the main force is, because it's easy to defend there. They can see people coming from a mile away. They've got their pretty powerful weapons up there. As for the streets themselves, maybe there was a lot more people on the streets, but now the entire city has been evacuated. It's just the occasional people patrolling up and down. It's like a ghost city here. Think back to those pictures that, like during the pandemic of like London, where there was just no one in the streets and it was super weird. That's what this place feels like.
Is there a way to? This is for us. Is there a way for us to ask a question without giving Drumsk away?
Mm,
A mystic could ask.
yeah, what
Yeah,
kind of
question? Like if this was recent, the exploded house, the risky mansion.
Yeah, the risque maison.
Yeah, I can ask that. I've not been here before, and
Yeah.
then that.
Yeah, well, just to see if like is this new or like would he have seen this before? Because I feel like there's a reason Tim mentioned it.
I'm just going by the avenues that you've taken. You went left past that person, and you're heading for the keep. So I'm following your route up. So that's what you would see so far.
Did you say there's someone there that I could ask?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people sort of patrolling
Um,
around that general area there.
Shall I? Okay, I say loudly to Drumsk so that they can hear.
Yeah.
We must pull to the side. I need shade from this hot autumn summer heat.
This
Really
blazing 17 degrees autumnal heat.
My senses are not used to this kind of weather. I must seek shade.
Super
Roll a
neat.
deception check for me, please, as you are lying to Drumsk to
A
cover your true
14.
intentions. A 14, okay. You do that and you pull over to one side. One of the guards does kind of stop their patrol. They're still a little ways away from you, but they have stopped and are kind of just watching you, really.
Mhm.
They're not far enough they're not close enough for it to be weird and awkward that they're standing there not saying anything, but they have like noticed you and heard you well enough that there is halted their patrol.
Did they hear me say that I am suffering from the heat?
They heard it. Yep.
Okay, they heard it. Okay.
Are they close enough that we can hear what they're saying? Or
They're
hear
not saying
their
anything.
voices?
They're
not.
by themselves. There's a couple of patrol people, but they're not together. They're not patrolling in pairs. individually patrolling around. So one of them that was walking along. I mean, you're seeing these people, but it's only by virtue that there's nothing else in the city, and the path to the Risky Maison is actually almost a straight line. So you do manage to see like a couple of them patrolling around, but they are a decent distance away from one another.
Okay. Okay, in that case, I'm going to ask the man at the stand, at the wreckage. Was this recent?
So you, I guess you have to push the cart up a little bit, unless you want to shout at them from where you are.
How far away are they?
They're probably about 100 feet away, 100 feet. So you'd have to raise your voice because you said it loudly enough to Mike to say, "Oh, you must pull over. I am in need of shade." But now you have to kind of maintain that level of voice for them to talk to them because they are still quite far away.
How do I do this in a casual
Hey,
way?
you! Yes, you over there.
You should ask. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you have any refreshments on you? I feel suddenly weary.
Turns to you and walks over. And from her waistband, she produces what looks like it to be like a water skin, and she uncorks the top. Hold on. And then hands you a water skin.
Thank you, kind.
She's a female elf.
Kind lady.
Lady.
I have traveled from afar, and I'm not used to the climate here just yet.
Yeah. She kind of looks up and down, notices that you are a grung, kind of nods.
It's working.
You are familiar with my people?
She nods again and says, "Yes, last time we were in Keld, we came across your people."
I have not seen any of my people for many years now.
Just nods, takes a water skin back and pops the cork back in. Hold on. There you go.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
What brings you to this town?
Come here, New city it is. Says, I have not had the pleasure to visit Goldenfield before, but we arrived here about a month ago.
Has it always been this quiet?
No, there was an incursion.
The bananas tell me there has been much.
I'm sorry, what?
The bananas, they tell me there has been much death.
She kind of furrows her brow and looks at Drumsk.
I do this to the bananas.
She looks equally as confused by you going along with it. Says, well, good day to you. She turns to leave.
What happened to this fine establishment? I wish we could go inside and enjoy some refreshments.
Sounded Irish.
I don't know what my mystic accent is.
You're welcome to seek shelter there temporarily to get out of the sun. There may be some water or other refreshments inside. I wouldn't linger too long, however. It was a site of a great disturbance, or so we are told.
I say, oh my, what happened? The bananas did not tell me about this.
Kind of furrows her brow once again and narrows her eyes. Says, well, apparently there was a chain demon from the Nine Hells that assumed the visage of the lady of the Risque Maison for a time, an undisclosed amount of time, and turn this place into a place of sin and debauchery. However, was unmasked and murdered before we came here.
By whom?
By individuals that left before we took up a residence here to secure the area. We are, in fact, looking for them. We have many questions. This whole thing seems to have been instigated by them, or at least they were a catalyst.
Did they have to flee?
If they did flee, I don't know if they fled from the demons and the devils, or they came here, did what they intended to do, cause chaos, and then abscond before they can really answer for their what they're responsible for.
I've never seen a demon before.
Then count yourself lucky. They
You are brave.
horrific.
You still come here.
Well, we have to secure this place. We have found multiple incursions here in Goldenfield. There's no less than at least a dozen at least a dozen devils of known repute have set up shop here over the years and have kind of duped the entire city, taken on disguises of individuals that once lived here, killed them, and then slowly converted their places of business into sinful perversions of what they once were.
I'm going to ask what I'm going to say what makes it such a hive of demon activity, but I'm also going to, can I check to see whether I think she's telling the truth or not?
Absolutely, yeah. Roll an insight check. And anyone can do the insight check if you want, even the bananas that are listening.
Bananas.
An 18 plus 5.
18 plus 5, 23. Nice.
I got a
2.
ten.
You got 10? 2?
8.
8. Okay. So only really, she's only really be talking to the banana mystic right now. And you're sort of picking up on her nuances. You believe that everything she's telling, whether or not it is true, she wholly believes it.
She believes it's true. Okay.
Yeah.
And do I feel like she trusts me, or is she really suspicious of me?
You don't think she's suspicious of you, as in like you are not who you're saying to be, but she does consider you to be odd.
Fair. She would be justified in that.
Yeah, but you don't. She thinks you're quite. Well, you get the feeling that she thinks you're quite harmless,
Okay.
to a degree.
Good. Do we want to know anything else from this lady?
When she said about them taking over businesses and turn them into perverse versions of what they were, like, could you provide examples of what that means?
Yeah, I'll say it's good that these demons no longer run this town.
Is she talking about us?
That's what I think. And
Were
then
we
she
here
says,
before?
No, but Mike,
We're in the last place.
I mean, we're not doing perverted, sinful things to the bananas, so I don't know where that came from. But like,
wait,
I
she just described what we're doing in like impersonating people that live here.
I was thinking more the people that they said ran away and they thought did it. Sounds like us.
I thought that also, but
we've never been here before.
But we were in the
maybe
last
someone
place.
could have planted the seed that we did.
Yeah.
They weren't after us.
we have a very good reputation.
Yeah, we
True.
got
But she believes that I'm a banana mystic, so why would she be telling me that?
Well, because of the Stony Tony, that somebody was on to us about something.
Yeah.
They're trying to lure us in.
I feel like she believes that the demon. She believes the demon stuff, and she doesn't think that it's you. But like, if 5 people showed up and they exactly matched our descriptions and weren't disguised as bananas, I think she'd be like, "It's those guys." From
You're the bad guys.
Good thing we disguised ourselves as bananas then.
Do you
Yeah.
think someone's impersonating us then?
No, I think we did enough. I don't know. I don't remember what we did to the pages in the first place.
Nobody else is gonna do anything worse than us as ourselves.
Tim,
Yeah.
I have obviously had too much banana milkshake previously, and I've just
course.
remembered that I can speak Elvish. Can
Okay.
I, with that in mind, is there anything about their uniform or anything about the elves that I've seen so far that I know or have a history of?
Yeah, actually, do roll a history check for me, and I'll give you advantage because you do speak the Elven language.
Language.
15. Oh no, sorry, 17. I can't read. No, it was 15.
Okay, you're not the best.
Keep us on our
Or-
toes.
or 16.
With a 16, it is curious that all of them have been elves and female elves specifically. And as you take a closer look now, you've had a pretty good conversation with this elf. You think that the plate mail they're wearing as well is elvish made, like how intricate it is, and you can start seeing like the telltale cultural significance of the patterning and of the armor that they're wearing. You're starting to suspect that this is the Imperial Agencies is an entirely matriarchal and elvish order.
It's kind of a sleigh, I'll be honest.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Are we sure the Empyrean Agencies are evil?
It's common knowledge enough to know that they've been around for a very, very long time, like almost 2,000 years. And whilst not evil, they are known to be very hardline with their morals. So they're a relatively small order comparatively to like an army, for example. But what they lack in numbers, they more than make up for with their rigorous training. And you need to be an elf because to get into the Imperial Agencies, you have to train for 80 years before they'll let you in as an Imperial Agent. And because elves live up to 750 years, so you could be in the Imperial Agencies for like 700 years, 600 years. So they're just elite warriors. And they will go around city to city, settlement to settlement, imposing their own type of order on each settlement. So they are very, very hard line strict. They don't drink. They don't. Yeah.
Vodka.
They don't fraternize. They are. They don't abide any kind of criminal activity at all, and they will punish very, very harshly. And if they see like a city is getting too debauched, they'll come in and they will hold the local government responsible. And sometimes they're even known to like execute what they believe are like corrupted city officials, and install like new individuals that run the city more to their liking.
So if we told them that we were just trying to save the world, they'd probably like that, right?
Only if we were saving the world in their specific way that they want to do it.
You also get the impression that they are, because they've been around for so long, and they have their own very strict morals, that if you were perhaps say, oh yeah, we're on a mission, they'll be like, okay, you've gone this far, thanks, hand it over to us now, and we'll carry on. And they'll try and sideline you immediately.
I mean, I wouldn't be that mad about that. Okay,
how
you deal with this. Okay.
Less pressure on us.
Yeah, let's go be actual banana farmers for the next
Yeah, I like this
149
life.
days.
Okay, I think we've got all we need to know from this lady, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as we don't think that we're walking into a further trap.
I think it's okay at the moment. She didn't seem suspicious of us. Maybe there was.
It will be definitely based on the vodka thing that we.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Maybe
I,
like lie and
just-
say that it's like non-alcoholic vodka.
well, I want to say something like, I'm going to give a really, really big sigh.
You do?
Nothing?
Yeah. You've signed. Oh, what are you just signing to her?
Yeah, I'm looking for a reaction.
Okay. Yeah, she looks at you.
Oh, been such a long day today already. Oh,
She's kind of looking at you a little bit.
Really?
oh. My friend and I have had a long day. It's not even the end of it yet. We've been through so much already. I was just telling our friends at the front gate that some weird people came over this morning and knocked me on the head and tried to tie us up. Thankfully, we escaped. And I'm just not feeling myself today. Can you apologise for me, please? I offered our friend at the gate some alcoholic beverage, and I really shouldn't have. But I'm just not feeling myself today.
She nods and she says, "I wouldn't worry about that. It's we don't drink. It's
know.
probably something that you may not have known about us. It's an innocent
I
mistake."
just okay, good. As long as I didn't cause any offence, I'm just trying to, do my job here and keep my family fed and keep in everything in order.
Well, the less you spend on alcohol, the more you'll have to feed your family.
Wise advice.
Yes, I take your advice. I thank you for it, and we'll be on our not so merry way.
I'm feeling recovered. We can carry on to our destination now. Thank you for your time.
She nods to you, and yeah, I mean you can carry on if you want to.
If we want to, we do want to. Yeah.
But
we?
can I also again this time look back?
Yeah.
To just like subtly look back to see if she's on a Stony Tony.
Oh, I see. She's not.
Okay.
Yeah, she carries on.
Well, at least we won one person over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carry on.
We carry on to the main keep.
Okay. The further along you go, the more you find there are more people. So the closer you get to the keep, the more populous it is becoming. And it's the first time that you've seen non-Imperianatrices here. You start seeing other people. They're dressed very, very simply, like in robes, basically. Think of like almost like togas or like monk-style robes. And they're doing like manual labor. They're carrying like boxes and crates and barrels and moving things from one place to another. Most of it they're moving into the keep from the local area. They're doing it all by hand. The other thing you notice as well, these people are almost exclusively male as well.
Are
Do
they
they?
elves?
Say again?
Are they elves?
No, they are a myriad of different species. So you see some elves, some half elves, humans, dwarves, halflings, tieflings, a couple of tabaxi, some half orcs, but they're all shaved head as well.
So they look like monks if they're wearing robes.
Yeah, they look very much like monks. Yeah, like what we would consider to be like traditional, like Tibetan monk style thing.
Are the Imperianatrices of religion?
Not really. Well, kind of, but not really. They kind of operate in the same way, but they don't. There's not a specific god they worship per se.
Okay.
Although they roll a history check. Oh, oh wow, that was creepy.
That's me to turn the light off.
Yeah, but roll a history check.
She came in so quietly as well to try not to disturb me, and then just turned the light off.
Fuck you.
I was blinded by the darkness. I got
Ah, okay. Yeah, you've heard of some of them like worshipping different deities, but they all tend to be like deities that either appeal to elves or are very like on the good spectrum as well. So you've never heard of like an Imperianatrices or the Imperianatrix itself worshipping anything that's either neutral or evil.
Earlier the chat said not another sex god.
or was it
Hashtag
not another
got
sex god?
Yeah, it's kind of a cheeky. Let's hope it's a sex card.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So what we've been waiting for.
But no, you don't believe so.
I mean, if the men aren't bothering us, then should we just ignore them?
Sure. Best thing to do, probably.
Just life advice.
How I go
Yeah,
about
yeah.
my life.
I'll just ignore them.
Wait, did you say they're bringing things into the keep by hand?
Do you think it's like
So
they're
as in-
evacuating into the keep?
So again, sorry, I was reading the thing that I wrote. A thing that I wrote.
What?
I was like, wait, what?
Is it like they're evacuating? Like, are they
No,
moving into
no.
the keep?
It looks like they're probably like scrounging resources from the city proper, bringing it into the keep for Imperatrix use. By the looks of it, and there are like a decent amount of Imperatrices here as well.
Are they? Can we tell if they're going into like a specific entrance?
You've only seen one entrance because the keep is pretty big,
Okay.
and the direction that you're coming from, you can only see one entrance, the way in. But it is again on a kind of a bluff in the center of the city, so they have to go up the bluff and into the keep. You're not. It's very, very well defensible, like exceptionally well defensible. Like you not only have to get up to get to the city, and then there's walls here, and everything's very dense inside the city. You then have to get to the keep, and then have to go up another very steep bluff, and then you're just met with a wall that's about 80 feet high. So unless you're doing like aerial, yeah, it is very, very well defensible.
Should we go in?
I think we join the queue.
Yeah.
So you try and insert yourself into an exclusively monk foot only line, and someone very, very quickly comes up to you and says, "Excuse me,
You lost.
hello, hi,
Hello.
what are you doing here?"
So rude.
Delivering bananas. What are you doing here?
You should be seeing the quartermaster. She kind of points
Well-
back down, kind of the way you came from.
They weren't there. I had a look. They weren't there.
Roll a deception check for me, please.
Natural 20 plus 8.
Oh, she rolled
Oh,
a
deception.
she rolled a dirty 20 for her insight.
Close.
So she's like, that's unlike the quartermaster to not be at her post.
I know.
What are you delivering?
Bananas.
Do you pick bananas up when you do that? I'm assuming you're not holding bananas. When you're...
No,
Right,
I'm sort of
Oh, you gesture
Bananas.
like behind you, like
Yeah, I'm
"Bananas,
gesturing, yeah.
Here's some bananas.
Yeah.
She looks at you, looks at the cart, considers it for a moment, and then goes over to the bushels of bananas and takes out a dagger from her belt, and then just prods one of the bananas with the dagger, and goes over to another bunch, prods it with the knife.
Mystic.
I don't say it out loud, but in
She's
my
having
head,
up
like,
bananas.
don't prod my bananas, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Only like one. She's not like going, fuck your bananas. But she is like every banana on a bunch of bananas, she's pushing the dagger into.
How's
I
the
say-
mystic?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Lana felt pain.
She stops for a moment, looks at you, and then stabs another banana with the knife.
I go, that one felt more pain.
She also then brings the dagger to her face and smells it, and then takes a bit of the residue off and tastes it.
Is she like a banana connoisseur or something?
She's
What
looking
is the
for
problem?
stuff in our
Okay.
bananas.
She nods and says, "Very well, you may take your produce inside."
Okay.
Thank you.
She wipes off her dagger and replaces it in her belt.
I say it would be wise to remember that people and plants are our friend and we should treat them equally.
I don't eat my friends.
I do.
She pauses for a moment and then carries on walking away.
Yep. Well, that was a successful conversation.
Yep. You're-
Carry on.
Yeah. You're stuck in a line for like maybe 10 minutes waiting for that. And you're also going up quite a steep incline. But eventually you're getting through the main gate. And someone else stops you and someone else does something very similar to you and kind of tests your produce. Not quite as
Ruthless.
ruthlessly as the previous one, but it does like pull them up, checks around, looks underneath the cart, looks around, and then just waves you in. Goes
Doesn't
through.
look under your hat.
No, it doesn't. Bananas! Oh, that's supposed to make sense. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know
more
what I've
bananas.
got. I question why you keep them there, but it doesn't matter.
Why does,
while we
why
were
does this
in-
one have a moustache?
Yeah. Why does everyone look so scared of him?
While we were in the line, did we want to make any small talk with the monks? Or do
I
we
thought you
What
meant
are
to
they
each other.
Yeah.
we want to
Anyone
have a
okay,
chat?
Chuck?
In a while.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
how are you
hard.
guys
Never,
doing?
right?
Yeah, do we care what the monks are doing, or
I feel like
Can we hear?
Yeah.
What can we hear them chatting about? This and that.
Oh, they're not talking.
They're not talking.
They are not talking. They are
Boring.
silent.
you should
Wow.
offer one a banana.
Yeah. Got some cold soup.
Yeah. Do you kind of like reach down and proffer one a banana?
yeah,
One
Yeah,
that's already
we
been
won't
cut.
say
damaged
The
goods?
guy who's human just shakes his head.
maybe they're fasting.
Nods.
Or
Maybe they're not allowed. Oh,
yes,
Fasting. Is this for? Is this religious fast?
an enforced fast.
You had to think about that one though. I don't know what that means.
A
banana fest?
just no bananas.
Kind of shrugs.
Maybe ask him if he also feels a strong connection to bananas, like can't eat them.
Yeah. Do you also? Feel...
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Now we're getting into the good stuff. Do you also feel banana pain? Do you want to feel banana pain? I wish I wasn't born with the curse of feeling their pain.
Nods and looks away. Carries on shuffling forward.
We turn to the people behind us instead.
They've already looked away. Like they found like something on the floor very, very interesting.
Okay, none of these losers want to be our friend. Not for them.
They don't want to feel
Can we-
banana
can
pain.
we-
How dare they?
all the other things that the monks are bringing in,
Mhm.
is it like a standout that we're bringing bananas in? Are they what else? What is everyone else bringing in?
No. There's the occasional foodstuffs that they're bringing in.
Okay,
Like,
so we're
you're the only
not.
person on cart, so that you stick out that way. But like, you're not. It's not weird that you're bringing bananas in per se.
But is it weird that we're on a cart?
Yeah. I mean, no one else is.
Hmm,
We have a lot of bananas to carry.
yeah.
And no one's stopping you.
Okay, cool.
Is there like an obvious place to take these bananas?
When you get into the main keep area, after you've been like waved in and checked again the second time, you kind of like thrust into this like small quadrangle that's probably about, I'd say, 60 to 80 feet on either side. And it's got a gallery up on three sides. And there's doors up on this gallery that lead into other rooms. But there's a big archway that a horse could fit through that leads north. And in here, there's gables and eaves. This is where a lot of the produce and things for horses and stuff. And there's other monks that are taking other bits and pieces further into the keep, like through that big archway. I'd say like 50% of the stuff's been dropped here, and 50% of the stuff has been taken through the archway.
Should we go through the archway?
I think so. Like, there's no point in sneaking around yet, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just that'll backfire.
You feel like you've kind of already passed now, and you're like, I guess, do we double down again?
I guess we
Triple
did it.
Guess we just sell bananas now.
This is our life.
Yeah.
We are bananas.
Committed too
Like,
much.
I take it very seriously.
Yeah,
I
it's
really
so
like-
tense and so well earned that you feel like you have to like adopt this life now.
Be ashamed to not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you've it's like a thrill that you've done it. You want to feel that same high again tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow with more bananas.
How many bananas can we sneak in today?
Yeah, I guess we just keep going until we get till we can't go anymore.
until we get caught.
Also, Nightcat pointed out that, like, basically, part is the problem.
Basically,
I'm not mad at anyone.
so
Um,
true.
It's also at this point I would like Mike and Chad to roll an Arcana check, please.
Ooh,
Oh,
senses are tingling.
Bar can't check.
Banana.
Banana check. I got a 15.
Banana. Nice. That's a good banana check.
I got a 10.
10. That's not as good banana check. Mike, you're not sure, but Chad, your banana senses are tingling. You're like, oh, it's been like close to an hour.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
We didn't
You're
think
like-
about this.
Oh,
Shit.
there's probably only a few minutes left actually at this
Oh,
point.
no.
We didn't
What
think
about
about this.
polymorph?
I do have polymorph.
You
Wait,
have
that's
cast
how
it
you're
twice
doing
today.
Yeah.
Do you have it? Do you have more?
I've got more.
I
Because
have-
I'm using polymorph on you.
It's just me that we're worried about, right?
And Aya.
Yeah.
Oh, you got polymorph? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Duh.
Aya and Chad.
What made you think the banana next to
Sorry.
it?
Just like,
You're Aya?
yeah,
We've
it's
been
for
in
like
that
moral
house all
support.
day, you know.
I forgot.
Like, what's this other banana doing up here?
I'm
This is
blending
just
right in. Fuck.
Is there like a little cubby hole that we can hide in for a minute?
I can
No,
also
Not at this
cast
point.
Pass Without Trace on you guys, and then you
Think
can
someone's
really
gonna be
quickly switch back to bananas.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or I could say, "Hey guys, who wants to see a banana in its true form?"
Shink. Crazy person. Yeah, maybe it'll work.
No, I mean I do still have, because I cast it at 4th level.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long do we have?
With a 15, you think you've probably got anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes.
It's not that.
Guys,
You've got about 120 to 300 seconds.
Is there like literally anywhere like a little like corner that we can turn?
You're kind of unfortunate at this point, like in around a lot of people.
Literally.
You're queuing up, like, and just surrounded by people, and now you're in the middle of the keep, like one of the busiest thoroughfares here.
Can you chuck us into the rest of the bananas and like we can
Scurry
do
away.
under the covering?
cast us into a different dimension really quick.
No.
Oh,
What if we cast minor illusion to
Oh, wait,
like?
I can
distract
teleport
them.
myself from our current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by staring distance and direction.
Okay.
Can you see? Like, I know we're right in the middle of people, but can you see? Like, are there rafters? Or like,
There are eaves in this
There are eaves.
quadrangle. Yeah. You could go through the archway that's got horses that kind of opens out into a bigger area behind that where half of the monks are going, transporting some equipment. You can look up and you can see like guard towers around where you are, and you can even see the top of the keep proper from here as well.
so I can also bring along objects. As a banana
Like a banana.
option.
Yeah, currently. The banana would be an object.
So we can teleport somewhere else. Do you see anywhere that looks like we wouldn't immediately fall from the sky?
Other than the sky, any really locations would be appropriate.
Why don't you go up into the rafters?
Into the eaves?
Yeah.
You know,
And if-
the eaves here, like they are, because you're in an open quadrangle, and the eaves are connected to the gallery balcony area that come down, and really it's mostly to shelter any goods that are left in this area, like the mostly the perishables and stuff that are here. And there are places you could hide up there, but you'd still be like in amongst everybody, really.
Oh, why don't you go back to the pub? The ruined pub.
only
You can't see it from
We
here. Oh no, but you said it's somewhere you know.
There's something you can visualize.
Oh, that's true. We were just there.
You
Yeah.
can visualize the Risque Maison.
But also don't.
500 feet.
I think
Oh
if we
no,
do
you're
that,
too far away from. That's
How would you get back
500
in?
feet. Oh, you're
That's
dimension
okay.
dooring.
we need Annie to also be there to pull him off because you can only pull him off one of us, and then also you'll just be a banana. So
Yeah. And also to cast dimension door, you can't be a banana.
What if we like
you
cast?
like throw us over the wall. Just cook the bananas as
That's
far as
Yeah,
Just free bananas. Start
Yeah.
throwing around and then throw us.
yeah,
Thanks.
throw a few the other way first.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay. You
Love
gotta-
them.
Create some kind of banana mania.
And then if we
Yeah.
transform the bear, then hopefully we'll have enough hit points to not die.
You have between 1 and 4 minutes to make your decision.
Oh god.
In 60 and 240 seconds.
Well, I can cast Pass Without Trace, which
It would. I will let you know now that when to stealth, you have to be heavily obscured to first roll a stealth check. And heavily obscured means you have to be either in like an opaque fog or have break line of sight from anybody that's around you. Currently, you're sitting on top of a cart in the middle of a delivery, like an Amazon delivery fest.
We
Well,
could
they're
have some kind of distraction. Sorry.
it
you can
is.
cast minor illusion.
What's that?
A minor illusion.
What would you do with that?
Either an illusion like in the other direction, or a sound or something, so that everyone looks that way.
I can also enlarge and reduce. I can make something big.
The bananas.
They only double in size, so I need something larger.
You pick a banana, and go. "Ooh." Yeah. Oh, that's a slightly larger than normal banana. Yeah, people start freaking out and killing themselves because it's too crazy.
Can't cope anymore. What could you enlarge that would be alarming?
Maybe one of the punks.
I mean, your cart would be pretty weird if it went like become double the size.
We don't want to draw attention to us. We want to draw attention away from us.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone,
Away from
Yeah.
us.
look at us.
That would make things worse for
What if I
sure.
enlarge a monk?
I think it's. Oh no, yeah, you could enlarge a monk. Yeah, you could just suddenly make someone huge.
That would be very worrying for him and everyone around him.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll think the demons have come back, and that's not
Yeah.
a problem.
And we'll be like, demon, demon, and then
Demon, yeah.
Yeah.
It would last for a minute.
Do it, and
Do
then
it.
And then
people
we
are
go-
like, "A
Once
demon!"
again, you can't be a banana when you cast this.
Damn it.
If you're casting a spell, you can't be in banana form.
Can you
So you have to
drop
be
one?
Chad form.
Can
These
you drop
weirdos.
a dash banana underneath the
Yeah.
cart, and then you can be like underneath the cart.
How big is the cart? Because Chad's pretty tall.
Because I'm quite
That's
buff.
tall as Aya, though. So if one of us was going to do it,
Yeah. The cart,
Um,
the cart is roughly 10 to 12 feet long and about 4 feet wide.
that's fine.
Oh, I could fit under that.
You've got a decent amount of clearance on it as well.
You want
It's
to
only got like little wishbone wooden suspension on it as well.
you want to subtly drop me out of your hat, or either one of us. Oh no, it needs to be me because I got it enlarged. Right.
But also, AA is going to turn back into AA in like
Yeah, that's going to be a
30,
lot.
30 to 210 seconds.
You probably want to take me off your head just in case we don't.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you're in the cart. You're in the middle of this the quadrangle right now. It's open to the sky,
Oh, man.
filled with people just going about
Wait,
doing their
can I-
deliveries.
Can I cast Pass Without Trace now that he's under the cart hidden?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I cast Pass Without Trace on you.
Okay.
It's a perfect.
Pass
plan.
without trace. Let me have a look. Is that VSM?
It's
Pass without trace is it's verbal, somatic, and material. So you have to pull out ashes from a burnt leaf or mistletoe and a sprig of spruce, and you have to start like verbally and somatically casting a spell.
oh, and then if a monk gets giant, they're gonna think I did it.
It's okay. I'll stay hidden under
Okay.
the cart.
Okay.
It's all on you.
So are you chucking both bananas under the cart, Mike?
Mhm.
Okay.
Both of
so you
us?
just
No, not both of us.
I'm just gonna roll.
Where's Aya going?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Where do you want to go as a banana?
I'm just gonna stay in the cart. I just mean take me off your head just in case this doesn't work and I end up crushing you to death.
So you're gonna chuck A in the back with the rest of the bananas?
Okay.
Underneath the banana.
Underneath the bunch.
Yeah, I don't
So
have to like squash.
You
the
reach back and
bananas
just
on
like
top.
push her underneath a bunch of bananas. Yeah. And with Chad, you're just gonna like hook him underneath, like just like throw him underneath the cart.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah, you don't need to roll over those. That's simple enough to do. And but I think Chad, can you roll for me an athletics check? Your
Oh
difficult to check
no!
to change from a banana back into your lizardfolk form, and with of course one arm, like
Yeah.
reach up and grab the cart.
I've got advantage, and I already rolled the 26.
Fuck me. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, easy. You get chucked under just as the polymorph like goes off. And you're like just with one arm looped underneath one of the slats on the supporting braces of the back of the cart that keeps the entire back end of it reinforced with all the heavy bananas that go inside it. You're just like circuitously nestled underneath this cart as it trundles along.
Great.
And I'm going to roll for Aya and see exactly when she will just forcibly transform. Okay. Chad, what would you like to do?
So I want to enlarge one of the monks, and then I also want to grease behind the cart, like a oil slick,
Mm-hmm.
so people start slipping and sliding all over, and then we
Okay.
have a bit of a distraction on
Nice.
two fronts.
Do we
Sure.
have a plan for how we're gonna get you back on the cart when you're on banana again?
I mean, as long as I'm hidden underneath the cart, I think I'm
You're just gonna stay. Okay, fair enough.
pretty okay. I think.
Mhm.
I hope. So
What's your range for enlarge reduce?
enlarge reduce is 30 feet.
So yeah, you can pretty much get like a number of individuals. Is there a particular character you're going for?
Should I go for the one that didn't talk to us earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see him about. He's just offloading a bit of like marble down on one
Was it
side.
human?
Yeah, he was human. Yeah.
Who's a human? Okay.
Can you also do the horrible woman who stabbed our bananas?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's outside.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, you
outside.
don't have eyes on her anymore.
All right. Well, I'll enlarge the human who didn't talk to us.
Yep.
And grease the floor. Presumably, the cart's moving.
That's up to Mike, I suppose, at this point.
Do you want it to?
I want to grease underneath.
Why are you greasing us?
Not
No,
us.
no.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Like a
the-
trail behind us.
Yeah.
Like a James Bond gadget.
Exactly. But Lizard.
Okay.
Are you holding onto the underneath the truck like
Mhm.
Keanu Reeves in
You say
Speed?
lizard
Yes,
juice.
exactly that. Yeah.
He did say lizard juice.
I think it's grease. There's grease.
Lizard juice. He's going to spray all his lizard juice behind.
Spraying lizard juice everywhere.
We had juice.
You got juiced. Because you're obscured, I'll let you do a performance or sleight of hand check, Chad.
Performance, please.
See to make yourself subtle because no one's can see you.
10.
10. Okay. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
What did you just cast? What did you roll?
Performance.
Performance check. To try basically he's trying to perform because the fact that he needs to cast enlarge reduce, which is also verbal somatic material, to try and disguise like the stuff he has to throw out and the stuff he has to say, which is like an incantation, and try to mask it with like the noise, the ambient noise around you.
Whoops.
Mhm.
So yeah, 10.
Okay. Two things happen. Thing number one, you cast a spell, and the person that you cast it on, like, kind of shivers for a second, but nothing happens.
Oh,
Oh no.
And the second thing is that people around you go and look over towards the cart. They heard something.
We're also looking.
Yeah.
everyone.
Chad, can you roll a stealth check? And Banana Mystic and Drumshk, can you roll a performance check or a deception check? Your choice.
Also, you need to start thinking about throwing me really far away. It's turn any minute now.
It was all going so well. I got a 6.
Well, it was a good plan.
6.
I got
Okay.
a 9.
A 9.
I
Shit. Oh
got a
shit.
natural 1, but
Oh no.
no, I'd like to use lucky again.
Okay, go for it.
Good use of that.
Oh, this is not going well. Immediately just
So
went to
good.
shit so quickly.
12.
Okay. All right. You happy with 12?
No, I'll use lucky again.
Okay, that's your last luck of the day.
We were doing so well.
I'm scared.
If only we hadn't turned into bananas.
That was your first mistake.
Oh, but 13.
Fine.
Okay.
Oh no. Sorry, 15. I can't count.
Oh, nice. There we go.
Fair.
I can't count.
Unfortunately, though, Pip, you are as you're trying to look around, like, who was that? You are just kind of like making eye contact with everybody as you're looking around, instantly making yourself look quite shifty. So you're like, who was that? Just staring people in the eyes as you're looking around. And Chad, unbeknownst to you, you're like, okay, Chad, be really cool, be really smooth.
Be cool.
You're just like, you proper bicep curled up with your non-axe hand underneath there. Like you can feel the entire front surface of your body, like pressed firmly up against the underside of the carriage. The one thing you didn't consider, however, is that your tail has just laid across the floor.
My tail.
And people are like, the guy that you tried to enlarge, who's like currently putting down a marble block, who you made shiver, looks over and just sees this tail coming out from underneath the cart. He's like, points at it and looks over towards the Imperial Atrices, and the one that ushered you through. And other monks start using sign language. I don't think any of you would necessarily know sign language. And so the Imperial Atrices shout towards the Mystic and Drumshk, and they shout, "Halt!" What do you do?
We really fucked this.
We wait until Aya appears out of the bananas. Smoke.
Surprise, motherfucker!
I don't know.
We're not gonna be able to fight like a dozen monks and an army of Imperial, so it's either run or be just surrender.
Can I go? What's that? Point at chair.
Who's under the cart? So you're like, ah! And then you lean over and point at the cart. No one's buying it.
I don't know what we can do.
How
walking
teleport? Can we teleport and then run?
I can dimension door.
I can dimension door too. Same.
You can
we-
between the two of you, dimension dooring, you can take everybody with you.
But we just got in here. We can't just leave.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're gonna.
Can we
Can we-
dimension door somewhere else in the keep?
Yeah, can we see any empty space?
So there's the gallery around
Yeah.
the top here. There's the roof of the gallery that you can see. You can see fairly far into beyond the archway, and it looks like there is like a garden in here. But you can only see open space out there, so take that as you want. You can see the guard tower behind you. There's 2 guard towers
But
above where
any
the
of
portcullis is. The gallery, there's no one on the gallery right now. The guard tower, you can only see through arrow slits. So, like from that very narrow field of view, you can't see anyone inside the guard tower. Looking through the open archway into like what is like looks like to be a lawn area, you can see some monks that are filtering through. So that looks fairly busy in there. If you look up though, you can see the top of the keep, which is like 80 feet up. So you can see like the battlements of that.
We could do that
That's
because
about-
then if
about
we go
it.
to the roof, we've got like at least 2 eagles that could fly us away if we need to as like a backup.
Yeah. That gives us a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, I agree.
So the Imperial HC is like walking towards you. All of the other monks who have heard this commotion have stopped what they're doing and they've stood up and they're looking to the Imperial HCs for guidance. But for now, they're just approaching your cart and they draw their weapons and are telling you to halt. They'll be with you in a matter of seconds.
Can you grab Aya, Mike? If you were right next to me, I can't.
Or you're under the cart. So you have to
Yeah.
swing out and grab Pip.
Please grab the right banana.
And don't
Yeah, 'cause you
touch
chucked it. Oh no.
Pip's, don't touch Pip's skin. Oh fuck!
No, remember I'm wearing my mystic robe.
Wait,
Grab the banana with the face drawn on it.
hold on.
Yes.
I can bring it
The
out.
one versus banana rama.
Yes, on one with the mullet.
Well, yeah, there's that, but also I can dimension door with objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what I can carry. So could I not just?
I'll take the whole.
You
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
think
Everyone to the
you
cart.
probably think you've only got enough time to grab to either search for Aya or grab Pip before they're on you.
Grab Pip because I've got the cape of the mountebank,
Yeah.
Montaubank, so I can drape that over myself and the bananas.
Yeah. It
including
works like
Aya.
dimension door.
Oh, cool, great. So yeah, I'll grab Pip then.
So you grab Pip. Where do you grab Pip?
Not the skin.
Okay, cool. Well remembered. And you look up at the battlements on the keep above you. And Mike, please roll an investigation check.
$14.
You lift up a bunch of bananas, you start pushing other bananas away, and then at the last moment, just as the Imperial HCs come up to the cart, you turn one over and it's wearing a mullet, and you grab it, and you activate your
Sorry, I
cape.
Sorry, bananas.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you're
much.
just chucking bananas out, and then you just grab one
Please
banana,
no.
and your cape glows, and then in
Yes.
a flare of sulfur and ash, you disappear from where you are, appearing about 130 feet away, 80 feet up, but another 50 feet in that direction on top of the keep. Chad, you swing out from underneath the cart and just grab sort of Pip's arm and do the same. You cast Dimension Door and you just disappear. And then you appear on top of the
Right.
keep.
Phew.
Like within
Yeah.
seconds of each other. And you can now see from your vantage point all the way up on top of this keep, looking down, you can see that courtyard area and just the Imperial HCs looking around for you and immediately gets on a Stony Tony. Starts radioing to someone.
Now I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on all of us.
Nice. Nice.
Also, Parter is still in my dungarees
Correct.
or on me.
That's the
somewhere.
only way you're able to go where you're going is because Aya wasn't a creature yet. She was still an object, but Parter counts as a creature, and you can only take a creature of the same size or smaller with you.
You
If
object.
Aya had turned back before you cast this, you couldn't have taken everybody with you.
It was all meant to be. You were meant
Yeah.
to be banana.
And if you
Oh,
say
wow.
that, a banana goes back into Aya.
It's really stressed out looking banana.
Still with that same face.
Okay, do we seem hidden?
You turn around. Everybody roll a perception check for me, please.
Oh, really bad.
3.
9.
5
like,
plus
yeah.
9.
9.
5 plus 9, 14,
Yeah,
9. Pip, you're the only person that sees it. You're on top of the battlements now. Looking down at where you came from, you're like, oh, fuck. You turn around, and like in the corners of this keep, they haven't seen you yet, are like patrol people, like Imperial HCs with bows on them. You're like, oh shit.
Back to bananas.
What do you want to do?
We're passing without.
One of them picks up a Stony Tony.
I will say that we might, if we're about to like potentially get into a fight any minute, then we stay human. But even with Pass Without a Trace, I assume I will still be.
You'd have disadvantage, but you still get a plus 10 to your stealth.
Okay, it's not too bad.
I could try and put them to sleep with one of my poison arrows.
Touch the other one.
Yeah, is that worth a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either that or we just trust that we can sneak past them. But I don't know. We know where we're going.
Yeah. Is there like an exit near us?
With the sign.
At each corner of this squared keep, there is a small tower, and you believe there would be a staircase spiraling down from there. But you're also
back to the courtyard.
you think they would have multiple exits on different levels of the keep that you're on, but also because you're standing on the wall of the keep, you can actually see down inside the keep as well. Like this is just it's just a cubic wall, so you can look down and see inside as well.
You just dropped in.
I could banish somebody to a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
For
Enjoy that for a while.
Yeah, for a minute.
Yeah.
One second. In the chat, Spoofy says, "Wait, what type of wizard is Chad?" And Nightcat says, "An awesome one."
Nice.
Spoofy's like, other than buff, of course.
Lizard.
You guys are the best. Yeah, if you poison somebody, I could banish one of them.
And then we run away.
It'll buy us a little bit of time.
I guess they do already know that we're around, so it's not like we have to pretend that we're not sneaking around.
Yeah.
Put the one to sleep with the Stony Tony, and then we could steal their Stony Tony.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah, everything's
Ooh,
fine.
yeah.
Everything's fine. They're gone. I saw them leave.
Yeah.
Going through a tunnel.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna poison dart the one with the Stony Tony, I guess.
Okay. Roll to hit. This will be your
Oh, God, I
surprise
haven't
round.
done anything in so long.
I know, right?
17 plus. I've forgotten how to play this game. 11. Yeah, 11.
17 plus 11. That's
Yeah.
28. That's a yeah. That's
Nice.
enough. That's with your longbow, right? And you're using
Yeah.
a poison arrow.
Yeah.
Check what's the DC for your poison arrow?
Why do we always forget this? DC
I
12.
can't remember. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, you can roll your damage,
Okay.
which is a D8.
God, what is a
Something.
D8?
It looks like two little triangles having two little pyramids having a kiss.
No.
So,
3.
3 plus 5, 8 points of damage. They
Wait,
don't.
no. Was I meant to roll it twice?
No, only if you get a critical hit.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you hit them with the poison arrow. They don't drop from consciousness, but you do damage to them.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
Sleep.
And what's the range of banishment as well?
Sorry, I had it up.
That's good. It's been a while.
It has been a while. 60 feet.
Yes, you'd have to run up a little bit, but you can move 30 feet. And then you cast banishment. What is your spell save DC is 13. And it's a charisma saving throw,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate because they've got quite high charisma. But one does disappear. Rolled a 5.
Fuck him.
And then all hell breaks loose.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out what that means next week on Grab the Bed. Because now you're officially in combat. The one that you shot an arrow with obviously knows that you're there. So you need to figure out exactly what you do next week on Grab the Bed.
At least you finally
So-
get to try and kill people.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, legitimately. Well, I say legitimately. You're still
You're bad at it.
you're still arbitrarily murdering people for very tenuous reasons.
No, that's not.
Great. No, I love it. It's so good. It's nice to be back.
I'm gutted the monk didn't enlarge. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled a 15 on his saving throw.
No.
Such a good plan.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That would have worked.
we were ready to be like a demon.
Oh no, totally. You could have definitely worked, and you just strolled on by. And had you rolled a good enough persuasion check, you'd have been like, "Oh, that guy's a demon. We're off now."
Next time.
Yeah, but that's the joy of the dice rolls. Otherwise, we'd just be like, yeah, 20. Cool. Right. Well, thanks everyone. So thanks everybody. Thanks to my players. Thanks to everybody in chat. And thanks to everybody out there in YouTube land. And we look forward to seeing exactly what happens with these guys up on the battlements of the Goldenfield Keep, searching for this artifact or artifacts that the Chief Imperatrix apparently has taken away from Aya. We'll figure out exactly how they get to that next time. So I'll see you next Monday. Yes, Monday. On twitch.tv/Crit the Bed Show. Take care, everyone. We love you and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. I have to look over this way to see the thing that I'm doing.